can announce it.
Who's Michael and who's Leo?
I don't care, take one.
You be Leo. Michael looks younger.
All right,
Okay.
you'll live to regret that one.
Far from the tree. Characters: Leo Missoni, a widower who works as a handyman in a high-rise luxury building. Michael Missoni, Leo's son, who works as a doorman in a high-rise luxury building. Setting: the kitchen of the house. Time: present. Leo is standing by the stove, stirring a big pot of sauce. There are 2 bowls on the table. One has ground beef and the other has cooked sausage when Michael enters.
Hey, Pop, what's happening?
Michael, where have you been? You're supposed to be home hours ago to help me pack up your mother's things.
I knew I couldn't help it.
Where's the bread I asked you to pick up?
I forgot. I'll get it in a few minutes.
What do you mean you forgot? How are we going to have sauce with no bread?
I said I'll get it later. What's the big
The
deal?
big deal is I asked you to do one thing, you can't even get that? They're right. You walk around with your face in your phone, your head up your ass. Go make yourself useful and start making some meatballs.
Leo points to the meat on the table.
Okay, Pop, let me wash my hands first.
Michael washes hands and begins to make meatballs.
Hey, don't put too many onions in the sauce.
Oh, so now you want to tell your old man how to make sauce. I've been making sauce longer than you've been alive. At least you didn't call it gravy. Gravy is what you put on rice or potatoes. Pasta gets sauce. Sauce needs bread.
Will you give it a rest about the bread?
Michael looks to change the subject.
Hey, how about a nice glass of vino?
That's the only smart thing you've said since you've been home.
Michael retrieves 2 glasses from the cabinet, pours wine into them, and adds a little to the sauce.
Hey, here you go, Pop.
Salute.
Bless you. Thank you.
So, they both take a sip of wine. Leo goes back to making sauce. Michael goes back to making meatballs.
So, how was work today?
I don't know. I took a sick day.
Did you go to the doctor?
Nah, I'm not really sick. I just had something to do.
I don't understand. If you're not sick, how do you take a sick day? Do you know that except for the 3 bereavement days that I took when your mother died, that I haven't called out in over 20 years? I never took a day off because I had something to do.
I know, Pop. You're some kind of legend in the local 32BJ.
So, tell me, what was so important you had to miss work?
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I know what you told me about taking air conditioning classes through the union.
And how's that going? Is Rosetta still teaching that class?
Pop, the truth is I'm attending acting and playwriting classes. The instructor, Jim Rollins, told me about a part in the play. I auditioned and they called me back for a second audition. So I went today and got the lead part.
So, you lied to me. You missed work today to go to an audition. Please tell me you're not serious. Hand me those meatballs so I can brown them.
Michael hands the bowl of meatballs to his father. Leo puts some olive oil in a frying pan and begins to brown the meatballs.
No, I mean, yes, but just let me finish. It's a 6-month gig. I'll be traveling across the country. Rehearsals start in 2 weeks.
I hope you told him you can't do it. I mean, you can't take a leave of absence from the job.
I know. That's why I'm going to resign.
What do you mean you're going to resign? So, you're going to walk away from a job that gives you medical and dental coverage and a pension to become an actor? Have you lost your friggin' mind? I know that you fooled around with this acting thing when you were in college, but this is real life. You can't make a living being an actor. There's no future in acting. You need a real job.
I have 5 years in, but I can't see myself doing this for another 20 years. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
You know, I had to pull a few strings and grease a few palms to get you that job. The resident manager's a good guy. He has nothing but good things to say about you. He thinks you have a bright future in the industry. You take some courses through the union, and one day you could be a resident manager.
Leo adds the meatballs to the sauce.
I appreciate everything you've done for me. And you're right, Chris is a good manager and even a better person.
Okay, let me see if I got all of this. You have the day shift with weekends off, and you're working for a manager that you like. There's a million guys who would kill for that position. You know, you have had some stupid ideas, but this one tops them all.
Haven't you ever wanted to chase a dream, Pop?
Don't give me any of that psychobabble bullshit. Give me the sausage.
Michael hands the bowl of sausage to his father.
Just answer the question.
Leo adds the sausage to the sauce.
Of course I had dreams. I wanted to open my own car repair shop, but guess what? Then a thing called life happened. Life is what happens after you make plans. When we first got married, your mother and I were struggling to make ends meet. When your mother told me she was pregnant with you, I said goodbye to those dreams. I needed to find a job that provided insurance, a pension, and security for the three of us. I sold my 3 vintage cars to pay for the down payment on the house, so don't sit there and lecture me about dreams.
Leo waves his hand disgustedly.
You know what? You're a big boy. Do whatever you want.
Come on, Pop, don't be like that. I thought you'd be happy for me. It would mean the world to me to have your blessing. If I'm not going to do this now, in time while I'm single and have no kids, I don't want to be like you and have regrets.
I never said I had any regrets. Don't go putting words into my mouth.
It sure sounds like you do.
It has nothing to do about regrets.
What is it then?
It's just that I don't want to be alone. Since your mother died, all we have is each other. I'm so mad at her for dying. She had no right leaving us alone. I used to joke with her that I was going to go first because I wanted to. I miss her so much.
I know, I miss it too. Listen, forget it. I'll email the director. I'll tell him to get someone else for the part.
Leo shakes his head.
So you really want to do this?
Yeah, I do. I can't live the life you want me to.
All right. All right. You have my blessing. I just need you to do one thing before you leave.
Yeah, what's that?
Help me pack up your mother's things. It's been almost a year, and I think it's time.
Sure thing, Pop. We'll do it on Saturday. I'll give Aunt Laura and Uncle Frankie a call, come over and give us a hand. Afterward, the 4 of us will go out to eat at that restaurant that Mom liked. What was the name?
Flores. She loved their veal marsala. She said it was almost as good as hers.
Sounds like a plan. We can call them and then and show them.
Your mother would be proud of you, Michael. I'm proud of you.
Leo and Michael hug.
Now go get my bread.
No.
Oh, that's you.
That's me. That's my bread.
That's your
Now you
bread.
go get my bread.
Okay, I will. All right, I'm going.
Michael begins to exit.
Michael.
Leo stares at Michael.
I know, Pop. I love you too.
Michael exits. Leo stirs, tasting the sauce and looks upward.
Hey, Marie. This is almost as good as your sauce. All that it's missing is you.
Leo goes back to stirring the sauce. Writes down. These had a different couple of lines than he was reading, just so you know. I'm surprised the directions didn't change.
They're different.
I think that you
Yeah,
have
like
versions.
he said, this says pasta visual, he said veal parmesan or something.
I
And
think
this-
there's some word
This
difference.
one he sent me, and those I printed off the,
Disc.
the
Oh,
digital that he sent me.
Okay.
These are a little different.
So, yeah, it's possible that he made some
Change it,
changes
You know, the best-
between the mail
So I
and
don't-
the email. Yeah, but thank you for telling me,
Oh, no
because,
You
that
get in
does
trouble
happen.
that way when
Yeah,
you
yeah.
make copies
So this
and
is
you
an
use
earlier
two
version,
different
that's a later
versions.
version.
I don't know.
Oh, you'll have to figure that out.
You know,
Okay.
if they had a stove at the church that you could use, the smell of the sauce cooking would be just wonderful.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Really, and the crunching of the bread in the sauce would really help.
No, we don't have
And the
bread.
tasting of the
Huh?
bread.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the bread.
You didn't bring the bread.
They put my finger in the pot.
There you go.
Really, that's a great idea if you could just, something to add.
You
Smell
know,
helps.
as I read it, that was one of my thoughts, that this is not, this would not be easy to do in anything but pantomime with our facilities.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we just don't have,
You
know,
you
we have-
can mine that,
we have a bare
Joanne.
bone stage.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but you
You
can
can
mine
mine
that.
it, yes.
All,
yeah.
all you need is, what they're doing is all action.
Right, and we have our bookshelf, and then you use that as
Yeah,
a stove
yeah,
and everything, so.
Listen, I had a whole bathroom in 10 different libraries.
That's right. Yeah, we had that old stove that we, it's gone. So, do we have anything to tell, who is this? This is Pete. Do we have anything that we wanna tell Pete about this?
I'm still drooling about the sauce. I thought it was a nice interplay between the father and the son. I thought it was realistic.
I just
did.
would like to see more reason was it just because the son said he would call the director, that Dad had a change of heart? I thought it was so quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the only thing.
It's a one-act play.
Well, I know
Yeah,
that,
you
Jim,
could-
but I think
I
he could
understand
have,
what
he
you're
could have
saying.
spared a second line of dialogue.
Well, I think
to
also
figure
that,
out.
that if it's being acted,
Yes, you can see more. Right.
he could say it and he could, okay, I'll call the director and they go on and he thinks about it, the father has to think about it. And of course, we don't have that.
Yeah, you're right,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
It just
Well, because that's
needs-
usually what happens, because I mean, if you think about your own life and you're dealing with your kid and you say, oh, okay, and then they change their mind immediately. and
Right.
There really isn't
Yeah.
really,
There has to be.
Yeah,
like a
you're
plot,
right,
yes.
it doesn't
Yeah,
need
it
dialogue, it
doesn't.
just
A
needs
few beats.
reaction.
Yeah,
Yes.
a few beats, that's all.
Acting.
Oh, that's a good idea, Joanne, I like that.
No, he could have
It's
came
hard
with
to
the
do
bread.
that with
He
COVID.
could
He
have
could have came with the bread,
right,
and then.
and then you could be dipping the bread.
Dipping it in as they're eating. Just, don't hold that against me. You
As
can-
they
You're the
talk,
writer,
yeah.
you can do whatever you want.
Are you
So,
hungry,
yeah.
Jim?
No, once they started on the red sauce,
Still needs.
I think it could be solidified a little bit if it's always been a dream to be an actor, if he was an actor in high school, if this was something that he wanted to do,
was there
I
something?
and that
think,
he
yeah,
was
he does
kind
say that.
of pushed into the job. Whereas, yeah, I pulled strings to get you in, and
He should, yeah, he could have
There-
Well,
responded.
he
There could
did
have been
say
some
he
re-
loved it in college.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, but
he does,
it-
the father does say,
Yeah.
I thought you were done with this when you finished college.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's.
I'd like to. I would have
yeah.
liked to see more push
More
and
of that?
pull on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I was,
Yeah, yeah.
you made it
More
too easy
difficult
for him.
decision.
All right, next time I'll.
Okay. All right, next we have, oh, I love this, this is OMG, this